we'll wait for our expectations. But here's another transition for you, Mark, since I'm carrying this whole show on my back. Here's something that has exceeded our expectations, and that's Evolve.
Bing, bang, boom. Yes.
Or we could just shit on him for a good 15-20 minutes.
Let's do it.
Good with
Give it to me. Give it to me. Why should I care about Evolve?
Because it's incredibly fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
let me just start
not
by
good
saying.
enough, sir.
Let me
Not
just
good
start by
enough.
saying, how long have I been talking about Evolve?
You would not shut up about it
Yeah.
since it was like announced.
Yeah.
It is as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how good it is.
You know how much this guy complains?
A lot.
He complained once because his internet is messing up.
Yeah, that was it. And it messed up for about, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's it.
I thought you just meant in general.
Oh, yeah, in general.
He's a whiner.
Oh yeah, he does complain about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, there you go.
But not about Evolve.
That exactly.
Okay.
It's that good.
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
Getting a team together, and we have the perfect number, 4 hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets their job. Everybody learns their job.
you shut your mouth,
Does their
know
job.
your role. You be a jabroni for a good 20 minutes, and you do your goddamn
Do your
job.
goddamn
There you go.
job, and you succeed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, okay. To get to the meat and the potatoes on this, do you guys think it's a better game than Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
Because that's what I compare it to.
Yeah.
yeah, it's better than Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
But
Being that it's not the equivalent of a first-person button masher like Left 4 Dead was, where you just point and shoot, point and shoot, point and shoot. There is actual strategy and tactics involved, and you have to communicate, and you
Yeah.
have to talk, and you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, when I jump in a game, when me and Gav, it's just him and I, and there's 2 other guys with no mics. We struggle because that kind of communication is not
Right.
there. But when it's me, Gav, and Marco, then it starts to pick up. But when all 4 of us or all 4 players are talking, communicating, then it's poetry.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Yeah, how well everything works when you are working together.
Yeah.
And you all know your job. You know, assault's in front, medic is in the back, and the trapper and the support are in the middle.
You can strategize.
And everybody
Yeah.
does their job. Yeah, you just strategize. And, you know, every time you play it, if you have everything set up right, you're never the same role more than once. You're constantly leveling up
Right.
each character. And there's no character that's the same.
Right.
You know, and that's when you're in a party. When you break off and you're solo, then you play as the monster, and that's a completely different game.
Yeah.
It's cat and mouse, and at a certain point, you become the cat, and they become the mouse.
Yeah.
And it's exhilarating. Like, you're on the edge of your seat when you're playing, because like the last game we played last night, everybody dies. I'm the last guy.
Everybody dies.
The monster's like, he's breaking the reactor or whatever at the end
Generator.
of the
Relay,
generator, the relay at the end, and I if I don't do anything, he's gonna win. So
Right.
I have to distract him. But if he sees me, I'm gonna die because I'm the only one left.
Yeah.
So I go after him. I shoot at him and makes him stop. He turns around. He comes after me. I cloak. He walks right by me.
Oh man, that was
He
so
walks
good.
right by me. Everybody comes back from the drop ship, and we whip this guy's ass
Yeah.
back and forth.
Oh,
it was
so
amazing.
good. It was so good.
Nice.
And that's what's so good about it is like that.
The
like
back
he
and
was-
forth.
Right, the back and forth.
Like, we were gonna lose. We were gonna lose, and then
Yeah.
we turned that tide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like he was saying, and I meant that literally. Like, you get your job, and if you do well, because everything fits together like puzzle pieces. This
Yeah.
person does this. This person supports this person. Like, if everything is firing on all cylinders, you will fucking dominate
Yeah,
the
right.
monster.
And if like not even that, like if you're just good at your job, everybody can succeed.
Yeah.
You know, like
Everybody will succeed,
That one game we
exactly.
played, Gav, when I was Lazarus, and that one monster just kept whipping everybody's ass, but Lazarus can cloak and he can bring people back from the dead. So you're not just downed and revived, you're out.
Yeah.
I can revive you from that. So it's just like I wait until the monster leaves, or I cloak, I go behind him, revive him, and I hide again.
Yeah.
And in that round, I revived like 20-something people, like 25. And because of that, everybody kept going, and there was no delay in game.
Right.
And it's awesome when you do something like that.
Yeah. That sounds cool. Now, there's been a lot of sort of talk about, but I mean, even before the game came out, about DLC being overpriced and all this stuff. Do you guys think that there's enough content in there for it to be a 20-hour game, to be a 15-hour game, for you to keep playing this for months? into the future.
Well, the way that the game is set up, yeah, I believe like the replay value is really it's really high because of the game itself. The content, though, I will say seems a little small, and I think that's why there's so much DLC.
Yeah.
Because the maps don't seem to really vary much.
Well, it's all supposed to take place on the same planet, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's the same thing over and over again. So and that's why the fact that the gameplay is so fluid and so deep, you don't think about the map itself being the same thing over and over.
Like,
you don't
yeah.
think about that. It's
I
just the
haven't-
gameplay itself.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the point where it's like, well, granted, I just started playing yesterday, but I don't feel like, oh, we played this map. We just played this map again,
Right.
or anything like that. It's
Right.
just, all right, let's see how we can get him this time.
Right.
And,
And what they
um,
bring to each character, if there's DLC that like, for instance, more monsters, like the monsters themselves are already so deep. The characters, like each power that they get, it gets more powerful. When they evolve, it gets more powerful. You get you get more power. So if like DLC involves having more monsters,
Yeah.
if we're basing it off of what we've already been given, like I'm really excited about any
Yeah.
DLC that they're gonna give.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you're the monster, the choice of hunters changes your gameplay. How you play, how you have to win changes. For instance, there's a trapper that has a dog that can smell you and will find you if you stay put. Then there are hunter or trappers that don't have the dog, but they have sensing rods in the ground. So if I have the hunter or the trapper with the dog, I know I can't stay put. I can't hide.
Right.
But if the guy with the sticks comes around, then I know I can hide. I can wait till they're gone, kind of
Right,
deal.
right.
And it really changes everything. And that's just with one type of hunter.
And now, is that made really apparent to you as the monster, so you know
No.
how to strategize?
No.
Not as the monster, but as the hunters, they really make it. That's the other thing that I like about it, is that there's so much strategy involved, but it only takes like 2 or 3 rounds to really understand. Oh, I'm supposed to do this, and then he does that, and then he does that, and then we, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't take a lot of. It doesn't take
Trial and
repeated-
error.
Right, exactly. It takes like 2 or 3 rounds, and you understand your role. And if you do it to perfection, like we said,
Yeah.
you'll-
That you got some guy on the mic going, this fucking medic sucks. God damn it, do your goddamn job.
like
I mean,
this guy.
Yeah.
that was going to be my other question is, I know with you guys squatting up, I mean, obviously you can exactly say what you need to be done and it will be done. But if you're playing with some asshole, is that going to affect
Yes.
the way the
Yeah,
game
oh my
plays?
God.
Yep.
So
Does that-
angry.
Does that
So
affect
angry.
how much you enjoy the game?
No, yes, definitely.
That's
You
why
get-
you need
if-
to get it, Adam.
If,
well,
if,
alright.
if we're playing and we all have our roles, and then one guy is the medic and he decides he's going to be a hero, or he just decides that he's not going to play it the way he's supposed to and he just runs off, game over.
Yeah.
And that's scary to me because,
But that's what makes it so good. Everyone needs everyone to succeed.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
no glory hounds.
You get a couple
Everyone
rounds
needs
of that,
to do
and
what
then
they
you get
need to do.
you get a couple rounds of that, and then you get a round that clicks. That guy leaves,
Right.
and everybody's working together.
Yeah.
Were you guys in the match with the dude that he didn't have a mic? He wouldn't throw the goddamn dome.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and see that was the thing about Left 4 Dead. I love both of those, Left 4 Dead 1 and
Yeah,
2, and
great
I'm really
games.
excited for Left 4 Dead 3. I can't wait, especially now after Evolve, what they're gonna bring to Left 4 Dead 3, hopefully.
Yeah.
But that's another story. With Left 4 Dead,
Since you're talking about that, let me give a side note. This is going to go around in my head for a little bit. If they made a Left 4 Dead game, but with the same like class system as Team Fortress, so down. Totally down.
okay.
Like Evolve.
I-
No, where you need specific classes.
Yeah.
Just like in Evolve, but like Dave was saying, it's not just like a hack and slash.
Right.
Everybody gets a gun, whatever.
Elaborate.
Okay, so the way I'm thinking of it is, because Left 4 Dead was such a it was a very fun experience, but it was a very, I'd say, it plateaued at a point.
It became repetitive.
it
yeah.
was dumb fun, and then once
Yeah.
you get past that, it's kind of like
Well,
okay.
it's just like a beat 'em up,
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of fun to play with other people, and it's a good game to play, not competitively, cooperatively.
yeah.
But there wasn't a whole lot of depth to it. You could strategize and stuff, but at the same time, your strategy depended on what you found in the environment. Gas canisters and things like that, weapons. But you as a character, it didn't really matter who you were, other than having the voiceover in the background. So if they brought some, I'm not even gonna say customization, but some specific class systems to it, where you could be like, oh, I'm going to be the medic this time so that I can heal everybody faster or something. And then somebody else is like the army vet, so they're better with weapons, or they have more weapons, or they can carry more weapons, you know. Or I'm going to be the big guy that's able to melee stronger, you know, like. I think that would make for a much more complex and interesting game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about. That's why I'm excited about Left 4 Dead 3, because if they take anything from Evolve and put it into Left 4 Dead 3, it's going to be 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it's just not, you know, like a copycat thing. Like, oh, here's this super zombie that all 4 of you have to beat.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be like that. I think what they'll do is they'll take the tyrant from Left 4 Dead, from just Left 4 Dead period, and like he'll probably be stronger, and there'll probably be like a strategy to taking him down, as opposed to just because in Left 4 Dead all you had to do was like get into a corner of a house.
They did that in 2 though. They had the play as the zombie mode, and you became, you know, like a special zombie, and you.
That shit was fun though.
I never played it.
No,
it was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. A little limited though, like just like the game itself.
Well,
like, there wasn't a whole lot behind it.
I see Evolve as the child of those 2 games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. They needed both of those games to say, okay, this is what worked, this is what didn't. Now, what can we add to this? And it's. I'm glad that team decided to put Left 4 Dead on hold and go in a completely different direction, because they needed this to revitalize that type of gameplay and to revitalize whatever they're going to work on next. Left 4 Dead 3, hopefully.
Yeah, I like in Evolve that I want to find out more about the story, because when you're about to drop, all the hunters know each other. There's a rapport with each and every hunter. There's a dialogue that happens right before you drop.
Yeah.
And one of them, Hyde, one of the assaults, is talking to the medic, and he's talking about how he was playing poker with the robot, and he owes him like a bunch of money.
Yeah.
So there's obviously some sort of rapport between everybody, and you know, like they get backstories on them. Sometimes, like Maggie got her dog on the planet that she stayed on for 2 years, and you know, off of that, one of the hunters was like, "Whoa, wow, hats off to you! You got my respect. Glad you're on my team."
Right.
Yeah, I always found that super cool in Left 4 Dead games. Like it's not a. I mean, it is a fully fleshed out story, but it's not told in a traditional way.
Right.
You know, it's literally just candor that they have while you're playing the game itself.
Yeah,
which is really interesting to me, and I think that's the sort of the way of the future, just like you've seen in. I think in games like Titanfall, where it is a story, but it is also a multiplayer online game.
Yeah.
When they have that mix of things, I think that's probably the easiest way to do it without having these like cutscenes that everybody's just hitting the button to skip for.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
All in all, you need to get it.
All right.
I don't know what you were thinking by not having it by Tuesday when it came out.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you,
Still
man?
playing Mordor, man.
Shut up.
Yeah, oh my god. He loves playing alone.
It's a great game.
No,
He
you
loves
just love
playing
playing
alone.
solo games.
There's nothing wrong with that, all right?
There's a lot wrong with it.
I mean,
when you
it
have
is when you have
people-
games like Evolve.
Right. You
Yeah,
got guys who want to play.
Yeah.
We'll see. Bloodborne's coming out soon too, kids. So
Yeah.
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 How about you not get ahead of yourself?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Fine. We'll see, Dave.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway, all right. This has been the One Baron Podcast. My name is Marco Dupa. That right there is Adam Obeses Rodriguez.
Yo.
And Drunk Dave Romero.
Yo.
And Gavin Benner.
What's up?
Thank you guys for listening.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for listening.
Sup?
You want to party?
You weren't there for that, Adam. You would have been if you had Destiny.
Destiny. Yeah. We need to fit in
More
Destiny at least one time every episode.
Have a good time and drink delicious beer. Thank you.